Hey, what's up guys, in today's video we'll be implementing the Gantt chart functionality into our Salesforce org. We'll be using the Google Gantt chart script and we will customize the code to make this Gantt chart dynamically available into our Salesforce org. Guys, for those who don't know what is a Gantt chart is basically visualization. A Gantt chart is a layout based on some timelines, start date and end date of some particular records. In today's video guys, I will create some task on my account object, and based on those tasks start date and end date, I will try to display a Gantt chart on my accounts detail page. I will be creating a separate section for that, and in that section I will be having my Gantt chart. So guys, let's start this video. I'm Kapil, your host, and you're watching Salesforce Bolt. Alright guys, so for today's demo, you have to log in into your developer org first. Let me just show you the output first, like what will the output of the demo. So guys, as you can see in my account page, I'm having a separate section to display the Gantt chart, and on this section I'm having a Gantt chart layout here. Let me just show it to you. Yeah, so here as you can see guys, there's a Gantt chart layout. It is based on some task I have created on this particular account. Okay, so guys, to customize this functionality, to make it dynamic, first let me just tell you like where you can get this static functionality. So you can get the static Gantt chart from Google's this URL. I will paste this URL in the description below guys. Let's just try copy this code into our VF page, and let's see the output of the Gantt chart. So basically the output will be static, and in today's video we'll be making it dynamic. Okay, let me create a new VF page. Let's name it Gantt chart demo 1. Okay, this is our page guys. Let's copy the complete HTML here, and okay, let's save it and run it. So guys, there are multiple layouts available for the Gantt chart. Like right now we have copied this layout, but if you scroll down, so there are multiple layouts. You can change the color, you can add the dependencies there. Let me just show you the layout. Alright guys, so this is our default Gantt chart layout guys. This could be our task, and this could be the timelines of that particular task. Like the find source task is having January 1st to January 5 timeline. The duration will be 4 days. Let me just show you the code once again. So guys, in this code, if you will notice, like there are values in a particular format. Like if you notice, the date format is year comma month comma date, and the end date format is also same. So we need to put the data in exactly the same format to display the result. And also guys, we will be getting a function here to convert days into milliseconds, because we are using the milliseconds in the duration guys. Okay, now guys, let me show you my customized page. Okay guys, so in this Visualforce page guys, I'm having the same JavaScript code which we get from the Google website, but I have customized it to display the Gantt chart layout dynamically from the contacts task records. Let me show you the Apex first. Okay, so guys, in the Apex I'm having some list here because I will be sending these parameters to my VF page. I don't know guys, somehow I was not able to send the complete object into my VF page, so I decided to send it one by one because there were some few parameters only. But you can also try it, like if you can get the complete object into your Visualforce page, so you can just directly get the data using the object. But in my case, I was not able to get the complete object, so I created some parameters here. I'm sending name, start date, end date and duration from this Apex class to my VF page. Okay, so guys, in my constructor I have created a list of tasks because we will be getting a list of tasks from the database, and based on that task list we will be sending the data to VF page. Okay, and I have initialized my list here. And guys, for the date format, as I show you in this static Gantt chart, the format is year comma month comma date. So we have to create the same format in Apex as well. Then we will be sending it to the Visualforce page. So I have declared three integer variables here for date, month and year. Okay, and I'm getting my page ID into this what ID parameter. Okay, now guys, underneath that I have initialized my task list, and I'm getting ID, subject, created date, activity date, status from the task, where what ID will be my ID parameter from the URL. Underneath that guys, I have created a loop to initialize the value into my parameter. First of all, I am converting the date here. So guys, for Gantt chart there are few parameters required, like there should be create date. Let me show you here. Yeah, so guys, the start date is required. There should be start date, end date. The duration is also required. I mean, if you won't put the value, the layout will be disturbed in between. The percentage complete is good to have. I mean, if you don't have the percent complete, it's absolutely fine. You can pass null here. And guys, the last parameter is dependencies. Like if suppose in my case I'm displaying the task in the Gantt chart, and suppose if my task is dependent to each other, like task 2 is dependent on task 1, so I can add the dependencies here. Like in the layout guys, you can see this task number 4, which is research. Sorry, the task number 4, which is outline paper, it is based on research. Where's the research? Find, yeah, here it is. So on the layout also guys, the task 4, it is based on the research task. You can see the dependencies lying here. Okay, so yeah, so here guys, I'm sending the date parameters. For the start date, I'm getting today's date as a start date. You can have a separate custom field into your object for that. And then I'm getting date, month and year separately, and in name list I'm adding the task subject. After that guys, I'm combining the date format to year dash month dash date, and after that I'm adding the date, start date, end date and other data as well. I'm having the duration also. I'm calculating the duration based on the today's date and the due date of the task, which is activity date. Okay, and in my Visualforce page guys, I'm having some customization here as well to change the format and to display the data dynamically. From line number 14 guys, I'm getting my parameters, my Apex parameter into this JavaScript code, and I'm assigning the parameters. So guys, in my name list, which is coming from the Apex, I'm getting the list of records. So we have to separate the list of records and we have to create a JavaScript array from that. So here I'm replacing the brackets and I'm replacing the start and end bracket here, and then I'm creating a array from that list based on the comma. I'm applying on start date, end date and duration as well. Okay, then underneath that guys, we are having the draw chart functionality. It is available in the static one also. So we are adding the columns dynamically here, like these are the column headings, which is static, but the data for that column, it is same like you are adding the data into a table. Like in the static one guys, we will be using data.addRows function, and in that add rows we will be adding multiple rows. But in our case guys, we are customizing the code, so we will be using add row separately. We are adding the add row line by line here. Underneath that, I'm having another loop based on the length of the data we are getting from the Apex. And in that data guys, I'm replacing my dash with a comma, because from Apex we are getting date with dash in between, but as per the Gantt chart layout, the format should be year comma month comma date. So that's why I'm replacing the dash with the comma here, and the same I'm doing with the end date also. After that guys, I'm adding the data using the add row function. Guys, in static layout we were adding the data using add rows, and in dynamic layout we are adding row one by one using add row function. And I'm passing the parameters in the sequence here. Like first I'm having the task name as task ID. You can have separate task ID here. After that, I'm having task name, start date, end date. I'm having duration as well, and in percent complete guys I'm having 0, and in dependency guys I'm having null because my task is not dependent on each other. Okay, and at the end guys we are displaying the Gantt chart using this Google visualization Gantt function. This is also available in static functionality guys. Let me just show the layout. So guys, this is our dynamic layout. This was a static layout, and from the static layout we have created a dynamic layout. Let me just show you an example by adding a new task here. So let's add a new task. Subject, in subject I'm adding new task. Due date, let's say today is 11, let's say 17. Okay, and assign to status in progress. Okay, let's save it. Okay, so our task is created. Alright guys, as you can see the Gantt chart layout has been refreshed automatically, and you can see my new task here, which will be running here from 11th of July till 17th of July. The duration is 6 days, and the percent done is 0% because we are not having any percent field here guys. Using the percent field you can make the Gantt chart layout more live. Let me just show you by giving an example here. So let's say guys, if I put 50 in percent complete. Okay, so it is saved. Let me just refresh the layout. So guys, now the Gantt chart, in the Gantt chart layout, the 50% of the bars of the Gantt chart will be in the darker shade, and the remaining 50% will be in the normal shade. Okay guys, as you can see the 50% are having the dark blue color, and the remaining are having the normal light blue color here. Let me just remove it. Okay guys, so using some customization you can make the Gantt chart dynamic. And guys, I will be having the complete code into my blog also. I will create a blog post for that, so if you need the complete code, so you can just directly go to my blog, which is salesforcebolt.com, and check that out. I will be creating the post later tonight, so it will be available by tomorrow. And that's it for guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hey guys, I hope you liked today's video. Please don't forget to click on the like and subscribe button below guys. Also let me know if you have any query in the comment section below guys. I'll try to revert back as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next one guys. Thanks for watching.